Hi guys, and welcome to the video. My name is Paul Greenwood. I make helpful tutorials here on YouTube. Today we are talking about the 5 stages of purchase. Basically why people buy from you and what you can do about it if they're not finding your products and services when they come to search for you. Stage 1 is problem recognition. This is where we identify we have a problem and we're trying to solve it. The second stage is information search. We search for a solution to our problem. Once we've done our search, we've probably got quite a few different options available to us, and we need to evaluate which one is good for us. Once we've figured out the exact one that is good for us, we make the purchase decision. Once we've made the purchase, we then make a post-purchase evaluation. So in my day-to-day life, this might look something like this. Maybe I'm in town with one of my children and it's, "Daddy, I am hungry." So there we have the problem recognition. I need to try and solve this issue. So we scan the locality for food and see what different vendors are available so I can feed myself and my child. So that's the information search. Number 3, what do we actually want to eat? There may be more than one option available to us on the high street at that time. Once we've figured out what we want to eat, we go and buy the food. Then we feed ourselves. And then the last stage is, did we enjoy the food? Was it tasty? Was it cold? Would we leave a review? Would we go back there, or would we recommend it to anybody else? So here are all the 5 stages broken down and the techniques that you can use in order to try and inform your customers or help them to make a positive purchase decision. So in the first stage, you might recognize this technique, marketing. Have you ever been on social media and you've scrolled through, the next thing you know, you feel like you've got a problem that you need to solve. You didn't even have that problem 5 minutes ago, but now you do. That's marketing. It is super sneaky and it plays into your desires and it plays into your insecurities as well. I didn't realize I had this problem. Now I need to try and solve it. Yeah, phase 1, proper sneaky. So phase 2, I would say information search is probably the most important. If you are a business owner or you're selling products and services online, this is the area that you can probably have most influence. So when people search, what are they finding? You get to put online the things that people find. You can operate website SEO, you could be running Google ads. What content creation are you making as well? What sort of authority do you have within a certain space? You get to decide that by putting in the effort and the time, or with pay-per-click, Google ads, or any form of ads. You get to decide what people find. Another one is social media. If people are searching around online, they might not necessarily use Google. Having your social media platforms set up so you are searchable and findable might just give you an extra boost in sales. The next one is press as well. So let's not discount what happens when a leaflet comes through your door, or you might be reading a magazine or a newspaper. So press also has a level of information search to it as well. It's probably not as common as picking up your phone and searching for an answer. So in the third stage, where people are evaluating all the different options before making their purchase decision, what is going to be the key thing which is going to win the hearts and minds of those people in order for them to make that purchase decision? The number one thing you probably should be looking at is branding. We're not just talking about how fancy a logo looks, we're talking about all the rest of the things that surround your brand. We're talking about what makes your products and service unique, how it makes somebody feel, what brand values you have which people can align themselves with. What stories are you telling within your brand? What is the why behind your product and service? Why should I adopt your product or service over the next person's? So moving on to number 4, which is the purchase decision. Why have I come to make that decision? Is it built on trust? Is it built on cost? And how easy is it for me to actually buy that product or service? Have you tested your website's user interface design or your user experience design to make sure it's actually easy for me to purchase it or get in contact with you to arrange some form of consultation? So last on the list is post-purchase evaluation. So basically, was it any good or was it rubbish? Are people leaving you positive or negative reviews? Are they prepared to leave you a testimonial for your product or service? If you're a business owner or entrepreneur selling products or service online and you want to access this free resource, head to the first link in the description. This is available from my Patreon account for free. There are also some paid assets on there, so please feel free to check those out. I am starting to make a few more business-led videos here on my YouTube channel. Let me know if you like them in the comments below, and if you don't like them as well, please let me know. I'd like to get your feedback. How can I improve the videos on my channel? Is there something that is missing? Have you got a video in mind that I could possibly make that would be valuable to you? Remember, if you did get something out of this video, hit the like button. It does help show this video to more like-minded individuals as well. If you haven't done already, consider subscribing. I've also made a video about free cheese. It's like a strategy that people use in order to build trust with their customers, and I'm going to leave that one on screen now, so you might want to check out that video. Thanks for watching, guys. See ya in the next one.